Hello everyone and welcome to today's morning report on Friday the 11th of March with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. It is the day after the ECB announcement, and what an announcement it was. Huge volatility around the markets on the vast easing measures that the ECB announced. And the volatility was huge because not only that, then Draghi seemed to undo pretty much, certainly the near-term move seemed to undo that by basically just saying that he didn't foresee any further easing measures necessary. So the market subsequently sharply rallied. The euro sharply rallied. Pretty much the equity markets sold off significantly, and but now overnight we've had a risk rally coming on the back of the oil price. The oil price rally has certainly helped these markets today, and that's what we've seen. Let me just find the oil price. That's the treasury yields, which are again pushing higher, which is nice, good for risk, and also the oil price, which has broken out actually again on WTI, broken out above that 38.40 level today, which takes it to a 2016 high, which is nice, and continues to recover. So the next levels really you'd be looking out for is around 40 big figure, 39, but 40 big figure is where the bottom of this trading round really comes in, and then that trading band between there and 43.50. 43.50 being the base target from this from the double bottom reversal pattern. So all is apparently okay with the recovery in this oil price, which is good. So that's positive for risk, and that's what we're seeing across the board. The commodity price, commodity currencies, the loonie, the Aussie, and the Kiwi, all positive today. Also, we're seeing gold lower again, and I'll talk you through that gold price analysis chart in a bit. But certainly the euro has started to unwind a little bit again. A little bit in line of the risk recovery, and the yen has weakened as well. So these are all sort of pointing towards this sort of rebound in risk appetite. And what have we got to look forward to today? Well, we have got wrong one again. Sorry, UK trade balance at 9:30. And that's expected to widen again to 10.3 billion negative. So that wouldn't necessarily be positive for sterling, although just have a look at the makeup of the of how that number is got to in terms of imports and exports. But the other reading today, not much going on really today, is Canadian unemployment, and that's expected to stay flat at 7.2. But you can certainly see this increase in unemployment in the recent few months, which you certainly wouldn't want to see increasing much beyond 7.2, or certainly the BOC would not. Anyway, so that takes me to my chart today, Euro Yen, and we've got a nice base pattern on Euro Yen. I'd call that a head and shoulders reversal with a sloping neckline, and the fact that it's an upward sloping neckline adds to the conviction really. And not only that, you've seen a breakout through 126. That pattern sort of arguably completed above 125.60 as the resistance yesterday, closed above that, also closed above 126 figure, so again that shows improvement. Momentum indicators nicely improving. The RSI up above 50. Seems to get towards the sort of mid-60s, doesn't it, in the recent few rallies. Stochastics rising strongly, and also the MACD lines having crossed higher are also in recovery mode. So this minor base pattern, small base pattern over the past 3 weeks, gives an upside target of 129.10, which is where this blue line sits here. So there is certainly still scope for this recovery, and also it's not necessarily to be unexpected really, because you've still got this big downtrend intact, and it's just sitting still within this downtrend. So it's just unwinding some of the oversold momentum built up over the past few weeks, but still the recovery seems to be building in process now. Here we go on the hourly chart. You can see this sort of breakout above 125.60, also the breakout above the resistance at 126. Interesting that 126 has today come back in again as an element of support. So you'd say between 125.60, 126 is a decent buying opportunity area. Also, I think if a correction's sort of continued, you'd sort of look back towards 125 sort of area. So you'd say actually between 125 and 126 there is a pretty decent support Let me just move that because that isn't entirely accurate. There you go, that's a bit better. So between 125 and 125.60 is a decent bound of support now, and also today's reaction low 126 figure. So you'd be looking to use corrections as a chance to buy, because I think these all these momentum indicators on the daily chart are certainly pointing towards continued recovery. So you might get a little bit of an unwinding move today as this that initial euro strength just settles down a bit, but I think the fact is that risk is on, and that is going to help euro yen recover. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.